Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Austin from Calling Our Shot, and we are back for some player props and spreads in the NBA for Thursday, April 15th. Truth be told, I'm probably in the middle of Utah right now in a desert, so I probably don't have service, but I'm still coming back for these picks, and as you'll see today, as you've been looking through, doing your NBA research, it's a small slate. We only got 4 games, so in today's video, I'm going to recap all 4 games, give you what picks I'm going to be looking out for, what matchups I'm looking for, and like I said, basically, I'm filming this video after Wednesday, so at the moment, we're on a 15-4 stretch. Hopefully, we did good on Wednesday's picks. If not, don't come for me. I'm just Austin from the future, Austin from the past, whatever it may be. But we've been doing really well, and I appreciate all you guys' support on the daily videos. And today, if you didn't watch yesterday's betting tips and tricks video, it will be in the link down below. It was how to research and find winning bets. That's more applicable than ever right now. Be sure to do your research, guys. I don't have any lines. I'm just talking from the future and assuming what lines are going to be. But we've been killing it over the last couple days. Let's keep doing that again. Like I said, appreciate all the support. If you're new to the channel, click that like and subscribe button down below. Really helps us grow this channel out a lot. And like I said, weird slate today. Let's get into today's picks. And we're looking at the first game on the slate, Bucks versus Hawks. Truth be told, Vegas hates this game. They hate both of these teams because Vegas is tired of losing money because the damn Milwaukee Bucks bench all of their starters 10 minutes before tip-off. And then you got the Hawks. Everyone's injured on that team. So it's really hard for me, as I'm recording this on Wednesday, to project what is going to happen. But I anticipate some of the Bucks, probably Giannis, maybe Chris Middleton, some of them will be out. And then I assume Trae Young will be out. If Trae Young is out, I'm looking at Bogdanovic. He's the player I'm locking in. He has scored 20-plus points in 7 of his last 9 games, including 23-plus in 3 straight games without Trae Young. That's really my only takeaway because I don't know who's going to start for the Bucks. You can maybe look at Bobby Portis' stats, depending on who's playing and who's not. Probably bet Brook Lopez is under in rebounds if I can, because he doesn't get rebounds. Like I said, in this Bogdanovic play, Bogdanovic did burn the Bucks, so maybe they come out and just start punching him. Don't let him score points. As you know, in the offseason, the Bucks tried to sign Bogdanovic, tried to sign and trade for him. Bogdanovic said, heck no, I ain't playing for you guys. And he moved on to the Atlanta Hawks. Yikes, maybe they get angry at him. But if Trae Young is out, I'd probably lock in Bogdanovic's play today. Lock it in. Moving on to the second game on the slate, Cavaliers versus Warriors. And this game straight smells. This game is so bad. And, you know, we're going to end on it. We're going to start. We're just riding with Stephen Curry. Hopefully he continues and he is still healthy after yesterday's game. Hopefully nothing happened to him on Wednesday. But he's been on an absolute scorcher regardless of what he does to yesterday. He scored 36 points earlier on the Cavaliers when the Warriors absolutely blew him out. He was 13 for 19 in that game, and he dropped 36 points in 30 minutes of action when he normally plays 35 to 38 minutes per game. Say less, in his 2 previous games before that game earlier this year, he dropped 40 points in each of them. That's enough for me. I'd lock in Stephen Curry's over in points against the Cavaliers, whether Sexton or Garland plays. I think the Warriors win and win that game big. Locking in Stephen Curry's over in points. Say less, we're moving on. I don't really like a lot of those Cavaliers props because, one, I don't know if Sexton and Garland are playing. Larry Nance Jr. and Jared Allen are both probably out. Got Kevin Love out there doing who knows what the hell he's doing. Moving on to the third game of the slate, Suns versus Kings. And so this game, you got the Kings on a back-to-back after their track meet versus the Washington Wizards. And then 2, you got a Suns team that is about as good as it gets in the NBA, second in the Western Conference. And I hope that this spread is not bigger than 11.5, maybe 13.5 at most. Hopefully it's less than that, and I would love to take the Suns to win and cover at home. Like we already talked about, the Kings on the second half of a back-to-back. And number two, Kings, they're just plain bad. And so you look at Phoenix, they beat the Sacramento Kings team by 16 points early in the season, in the first week, at least in December. And so now they get them. Phoenix is 18-8 against the spread as a home favorite. And they're much better than that as just a home team. They're absolutely insane against the spread, covering left and right. They just covered on Tuesday against the Miami Heat by 20 points. I'm locking in the Suns to cover today against the Sacramento Kings. Whatever it is, give me the Suns to win and cover at home. Another player I would look at is DeAndre Ayton. And truth be told, I do not bet on DeAndre Ayton, but I would look at it today because of the matchup. And I hope that his rebounds prop is not more than 10.5, maybe 11.5. If it's 12.5, I'm probably sticking away. But 11.5, I'd be willing to bet the over. I'm not touching his points because Buddy doesn't like to shoot or score too often. But if you look at his rebounds, he hasn't been too bad. And here's why. So Ayton, not only has he grabbed 12-plus rebounds in his last 2 games against the Sacramento Kings, but the Kings, honestly, you could just plug and play any position against the Kings. They're a bottom-tier defense in the NBA, but the Kings have given up 17.5 rebounds per game over the last 15 games to opposing centers. That is second most in the NBA. I probably wouldn't touch many Kings props just because they could get boat raced like they normally do, but I would maybe touch DeAndre Ayton's rebounds prop and touch the Suns to cover and win. Take those 2 bets, take them to the house. And then the final game on the slate, the granddaddy of them all, we're talking about Celtics versus Lakers. Not only, I'm hammering the under. You've seen the Lakers play. That team cannot score points. They struggle to break 100 without LeBron and Anthony Davis and company. And I think they'll struggle again to do it against the Celtics. The only time you see the Lakers break 100 points is against trash defenses like the Timberwolves or the Celtics. I could score probably 100 points on those teams with a couple of you guys out there. So I'm probably going to lock in the Celtics-Lakers under. And then as for player props, how do you go away from Jason Tatum? I believe he was the NBA Player of the Week last week, and for good reason. The man has dropped 28-plus points in 3 straight games, and I expect his line to be around 25, 26, and maybe 27.5 points. 27.5 is a stretch, but he has scored 27-plus points in 3 straight games against the Lakers. And we haven't even mentioned the matchup, and that's about why I'm here. The Lakers have given up the second most points per game to opposing power forwards over their last 15 games, and that's exactly where Tatum lines up, whether it's Markieff Morris or Kyle Kuzma or any of the other Lakers power forwards guarding him. I'm locking it in. You're taking Jason Tatum. You're taking it with confidence. I really like his play. So I guess as a recap, I know parlay of the day, I definitely include Jason Tatum. And if you know, I know people have same game parlays. They probably take the under in that Celtics-Lakers game. So you probably get good value on that because you're doing 2 things that kind of contradict each other: an over for a player and then under for the game. But I would take Jason Tatum's over. I would look at the Lakers-Celtics under. Suns, we're taking them to cover, no doubt about it. Stephen Curry, we're taking his over in points. And then Bogdanovic, we're taking his over in points, assuming Trae Young is not out there. Those are kind of my 5 leans of the day. Don't know if I'll count them as official plays because, like I said, I'm doing this well far in advance, so not much research I can do, and I'm not really sure if I'll have any service in Utah in the desert. So that's why I'm recording this video early. Now you will still see an NBA video for Friday. I can't re-record that one, pre-record it, because that's a big slate. That's Friday. So you'll see me. It might not be posted as early as it normally is, but I guarantee you there will be a video on the channel about NBA player props and spreads, whether it's from myself or it's from Logan, giving those out to you. But just as a recap, we had those couple lines. Your parlay, I would include Jason Tatum, include Bogdanovic, and I would include Stephen Curry, like all 3 of those, or the Suns to cover instead of Bogdanovic if Trae Young is not active. Then, like I said, if you haven't checked out the betting tips and tricks video, I don't know what you guys are doing. That video would be really useful for today's slate of games. We only have 4 games, so be cautious. Don't be forced in bets just because you normally bet 7 plays a day. Don't force 7 bets. There's probably not 7 bets you can find that are good on this slate. I won't lie to you. Maybe if you use an MLB, which has a lot of games every single day, or NHL or soccer or anything like that, maybe you can find 7 bets, but be conservative, manage your unit size, bankroll management. That's what we talked about. We've talked about our bankroll. Here are our 3 betting videos, and you can check those out on our channel's homepage. We talked about first bankroll management, unit sizing, and hedging. Episode 2, we talked about how to make a winning parlay. Episode 3, which was posted yesterday, we talked about how to find and research good bets, good winning bets. I think it will be really helpful for you guys. So go check out that video if you have not already. I can't say it enough. Thank you guys so much for the subscribers. All the new people out there. I have no clue what we're at the moment. I'll still be able to check with my phone and whatnot, but we were at 3,000 yesterday, 3,050. You guys have been absolutely killing it, and I can't say it enough. I really appreciate all the support on the videos. If you want to join our Discord, it is the first link down below. That is probably the most proud thing that I am of this channel. We have over 1,100, maybe even 1,200 members at the moment. Arguably the most proud moment or thing that we have created on this channel is that it's just a fun time interacting with all of you. And honestly, I'm not even in there I'm in there pretty often, but some people are in there more often than me. And it's just fun to see the community interact, give each other their thoughts and opinions, and see a lot of winning tickets, which is why we have that winning tickets text channel. I get to see all of them, and I really appreciate it. I love seeing everyone in there. So if you want to join it, if you're interested, Discord's just a group chat where we can talk about NBA, MLB, soccer, NFL, all of those sports, a bunch of different text channels. Check it out. If you don't like it, you can leave. There's no pressure to stay. But thanks again. If you want to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, at Calling Our Shot. I really appreciate all the support. I'll see you guys again tomorrow in tomorrow's video. Don't be, just as a caution, it might be posted later, but you'll still see me. Peace out.